What's up, viewers? Welcome to differentbrains.org. I'm your host, Adrienne Sassano, and you're watching The Week in Neurodiversity. To kick things off, check out this new treatment that could potentially help those with OCD.
Psychologists use cognitive behavioral therapy in some cases, as well as traditional antidepressants aimed at serotonin and dopamine brain messengers. But researchers are now seeking something new: glutamate in the brain, a neurotransmitter that sends a signal to other cells.
Some recent information suggests that there might be a third messenger that naturally occurs called glutamate, thereby have an improved response to antidepressants.
Over in Missouri, a teen hosted a multiple sclerosis walk after receiving her own diagnosis.
A year ago, 16-year-old Niara Nimmers was diagnosed with MS, a disease that impacts the flow of information between the brain and the body. Niara goes down to Baton Rouge monthly for treatments. She says here at home, her goal is to raise awareness.
I was just thinking about how people have cancer walks and sickle cell walks, and a lot of people just don't know what MS is. So I told my mama, how about we organize a multiple sclerosis walk?
In honor of World Autism Day, an employee at WPTV in Florida shared his story of being on the autism spectrum, then challenged his fellow employees to do the SitUpForAutism Challenge.
The stereotype is that we don't feel emotion, but we actually feel so much of it that it can be overwhelming. 2, obsessions, the little things that we obsess over, they're actually no different from the things that people get really passionate about. 3, autistic people have a sense of humor. It just isn't yours.
Dr. Oz breaks down some of the most common myths around multiple sclerosis.
Myth number 1, you shouldn't get pregnant if you have MS. Wrong. There are things you need to do differently if you get pregnant, but there's no evidence that getting pregnant accelerates the course of MS. Myth number 2, you shouldn't exercise if you have MS. That's definitely wrong. In fact, quite the opposite. You want to exercise if you have MS. Myth number 3, if no one in my family has ever had MS, I'm safe. Unfortunately, that is not true. There's a genetic component probably in about 20% of MS cases, but most people with MS don't have family members who have the ailment.
And finally, a pair of Special Olympic tennis players on the autism spectrum are now married.
We go to shake hands with them. She had her head down, very shy, and just hi. It's really funny that then her mom kind of afterwards kind of called me over and started giving me a little bit of questions. And these things kind of just blossomed from there.
I like playing mixed doubles with him, and game A to him would be like a dream come true.
And while you're here at Different Brains, be sure to check out some of our other content, like Exploring Different Brains with Dr. Haki Reitman and the Spectrumly Speaking podcast hosted by Becca Laurie and Dr. Catherine Cody. That wraps it up for this episode. Which story caught your eye the most? Be sure to let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and remember, you keep advocating and we'll keep bringing the news.